Hey BROCHIKAS, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title, this video is going to be an update on my keto journey that I am restarting because I was keto once before, if you haven't been on my channel for that long. But I wasn't sure if I should do a video on this. I was feeling kind of like, I don't know if I should talk about it on social media. I don't know if I should like bring it up. But I did mention it in my last vlog that I was back doing keto, and I asked you guys if that was something you would want to hear about or get updates on, and I got a lot of people saying that they would like to hear the updates on it. So this is for those people. If you are not interested in my keto journey, it's totally fine. I have plenty of other videos for you to check out, so you can go ahead and move on to those. But for those who are maybe on a personal journey or are interested in this or whatever, because I do know that I had some subscribers come over for my past keto videos, which I will probably put up here in a card for you if you haven't seen those. But I have done a lot of research since, and it has been over a year since I've done keto. So let me give you guys a little backstory just in case you're new to my channel or new to watching any keto videos in general or of mine. So I started over a year and a half ago. I couldn't tell you the time. I don't remember. Honestly, I feel like it was like in the summer or something. For a couple of months, I researched the ketogenic diet. For a few months I researched it, and I was like, let's see what this is all about. I was already on a weight loss journey. I had already lost 50 pounds, and I hit a plateau, as most people do. Once you get closer to your goal, you kind of slow down with the weight loss. And so I was like, what can I do to just rev this up? Getting bored of the things I'm eating. I just feel like I could be feeling better and doing better. I need something different. I don't know how I came across the ketogenic diet, probably just because I was watching so many weight loss videos on YouTube, and you know how you'll just get lost in this YouTube world of like all these suggestions. And I guess that's how I found it. So once I found it, I was like researching. Found Dr. Berg, I found the Keto Connect. Those are two that I like to watch a lot. They do have different standpoints on keto, but I like to take bits and pieces from people and just kind of like apply what works for me. To say the least, I just did a bunch of research before I really decided to apply it to my life. And then one day I was like, I'm ready to do it, and I did it. And I was on that for a month, and I was feeling fantastic. I felt really, really great inside of my body, inside of my mind. I felt positive. I felt energetic. I felt really, really good, and I really enjoyed the food that I was eating. I enjoyed how I was feeling, and I saw some pounds and some inches come off. So it's not some miracle diet where you're just going to be like, you know, losing 20 pounds in a week and then 20 pounds every week after that. And before you know it, you've lost 100 pounds. It's not going to be like that, at least for everybody. It's not going to be like that for at least everybody. Maybe some people have that. Maybe they had severe water retention, but honestly, it's not going to be like that for everybody. So you have to be knowledgeable of this diet before you come into it. It's not going to be just like a fad diet that you're like, hey, I'm just going to do this for like a month, and then hopefully I lose weight, and then I'm just going to go back to what I usually do. You can't do that. So I really took this seriously. I really did my research. I made sure to know everything that I needed to have in my body to go right, what I needed to eat, what I needed to do in order to be healthy. So a month into it, and I'm just gonna make this a long story short. I ended up fainting from lack of nutrients, and I knew that I have to have potassium because I read about it. I researched it, that you need to make sure you have your potassium from your vegetables and your avocado and all this, or else it can be dangerous. And I knew that. That's why I had a half an avocado every single day, plus other vegetables that I would eat, like spinach and stuff like that. And I knew that, and I was doing really, really good until I had to go on this short little vacation where we stayed in a hotel and we went to a wedding. And before you know it, I tried to stay keto as much as possible. I did stay keto, but I just didn't get enough vegetables in my diet. And when I came back, I ended up fainting. I had a long day where I hadn't eaten until 8 p.m., but I felt great. That's the thing about keto, is you don't really get hungry. but I didn't realize that I had dehydrated myself and that I was low on my electrolytes, especially potassium. So I went to the doctors after I fainted because I had a hematoma on the back of my head. I fell on tile, and I don't mean to scare anybody, but it just goes to show that you really, really need to do your research. And if you're not confident in your own research, please ask your doctor for some advice. You know what I mean? Like, ask them what you need to do to make sure that you're gonna be healthy, because anytime you're changing things drastically in your body, like, it's a serious matter. It's not just a like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this, whatever, everybody else does it on YouTube. And I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't do it if you want to. You totally should if you want to, because I highly recommend it. I absolutely love this diet, but I just don't want anybody to get hurt, and I don't want anybody to make a stupid mistake like I did. So that's why the second go round, I'm being very smart about it. So they gave me a huge potassium pill at the hospital, and they gave me 2 bags of saline because I was so dehydrated. Now, from that experience, I know what to do. Now, in that year of getting off keto, because they told me you should eat carbs, you need to eat sugar, you can't do this, it's dangerous, blah, blah, blah. My doctor was not for keto, okay? For a long time, this past year, I've just had fun. I've just eaten what I want. I've just enjoyed life, and I've gained 20 pounds. Probably a little more than 20 pounds, actually. Probably like 22 pounds. And it's just recently that I've started to not love myself as much as I did. I feel very uncomfortable in my clothes. I don't like the way that I look in pictures, and I am just not happy. I don't have energy. I'm just lazy, lacking motivation. I did before this try to go on to a regular standard American diet, and it doesn't work for me because I have like a food addiction. I'm trying to make this all quick so I can get to the update on keto, so I apologize if you want to skip ahead. Feel free to skip ahead, but I just couldn't do it because I am like a binge eater, and I'm not saying that I've been diagnosed or anything, but I do have a lot of bouts of binge eating, and I will try to calorie restrict and calorie restrict and calorie restrict, and when I do, I break and I just end up eating everything in my sight. And I have gotten really bad with my sugar. I've been eating and consuming a lot of sugar. And I know that that's bad for me because I was diagnosed pre-diabetic a couple of years ago. So I really try to not be high sugar because I don't want to, go into diabetes. And I've gotten really bad with the sugar. I've gotten way too lenient. And I always think that I can make this regular diet work, and I just can't do it anymore. Like, I don't know how I lost 50 pounds that way, but I just can't control my portions. So yeah, can't control myself. I didn't want to get back on keto, like the fat girl in me that was enjoying eating everything didn't want to go back on keto because I was enjoying myself. But I would enjoy myself for a few minutes of pleasure of eating, and then afterwards, I would just hate myself. And all night, I would just be like, oh, I'm so fat. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so fatigued. And, why do I do this to myself? It's like a cycle. And then I just woke up one day and I was like, I got to do it. I got to get on keto again. I got to get this under control. Because also, I was so hungry all the time, like eating carbs, like a high carb diet. And I'm not saying this is not right for some people. Some people can live this way, but me personally, I cannot, because all day long I think about food. All day long I think about when's the next time I can eat something? When can I have dinner? When can I have dessert? When can I have a snack? When can I have more sugar? When can I have more bread? And it's just too much. And I'm so sick of being hungry, like all parts of the day, just hungry. I could eat portions that a 300-pound man can eat. I can eat. But for some reason, when I'm on keto, everything gets under control and the hunger is more manageable, it's more suppressed, and it's not a ravenous hunger anymore, which I am so thankful for. And I feel just so happy not having to all day think about I need more food, because it drives me insane. That's just like a little background on what I've been through and why I'm doing it again. It is because I would like to lose some weight. I don't know if I want to lose the whole 20 that I gained, because I just felt like I was a little too skinny at my smallest weight. But you know, I definitely want to lose like maybe 10 to 15 pounds because I'm feeling very uncomfortable in my clothes, and I don't like that. So, but mostly I want to feel good in my body. Now, last time I went on keto is more for the weight. This time I'm going on keto, it's more for how I feel inside. I want to be naturally energetic. I want to be happy and positive and stress-free, and I don't want to be as hungry all the time, and I want to just feel good inside, like in my stomach, in my body, everywhere. I just want to feel good, and that's what keto does for me, so that's why I'm doing it again. So moving on to the update, it is Monday the 22nd of October, and I have officially completed 1 week back on keto, and today is my 8th day. So I wrote down some notes here so that I wouldn't forget how I felt during the first week, to just let you guys know how it went. So I started it on October 15th, and on day 1 felt great. I was basically high on excitement because I was just so excited to start this again. We had just done a grocery shop on the Sunday right before, so that we had all of the keto foods that we needed. We did a massive food haul because I wanted to make sure that I didn't feel deprived. And when you're like I'm a cold turkey girl. Like when I go on keto, I have to be like cold turkey. I have to just be like all or nothing, give all the sugars up and all the breads and all the pastas and all that stuff. I have to give it up at once. So I wanted to supply myself with enough keto snacks, foods, and keto desserts and all that, because the first week is, to me, the hardest, because you're so used to eating the things you want. You kind of just have to switch it out for something that's keto friendly. Maybe not everybody would agree with that. That's how my experience goes. And also, let me make a disclaimer. Because I always forget to do this in the beginning. I am not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I don't go to college for this. I don't go to school for this. I'm not a nurse. I am not an oncologist. I am not anything, okay? I'm a person who has done this and has done lots and lots of research. So what works for me may not work for you. And just know that. It works for a lot of people, but we are all not the same. We're all different. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm insulin resistant, evident by the fact that I was pre-diabetic. I don't think that keto is for everybody, but I know that it works for me because I am insulin resistant and I'm trying to heal my body and my metabolism. So all of this is based on my own research. So just remember that, okay? I'm not saying that my way is the best way. I'm just saying my way is my way, and that's how I'm doing it. I just have to make a disclaimer because, you know, people be getting crazy on the internet. So on day 1, I was feeling great, and that's because it was day 1 and nothing had changed. I was feeling great. On day 2, I was feeling very tired, very fatigued. This is when it started to be like, ooh, okay, this is a little harder than I remember it being. And maybe that was because I came from such a high sugar, high carb diet right before starting this, that I was feeling so fatigued and tired and like lazy. Whereas the first time that I did it, I was already on a diet where I was restrictive on my calories, restrictive of sugar and carbs, but you know, not keto. So maybe it was just like an easier transition for me. But I do know that I researched that if you come from super high sugar and super high carb and you just go straight into it, you're gonna kind of feel like you got a hangover. You're gonna feel kind of like deprived, like kind of sick. And you know, there's a thing called the keto flu that everybody talks about. It mostly happens to you when you come from such an extreme opposite place, okay? I knew that I had to replenish my electrolytes, so I was doing so from day 1. I was taking a multivitamin just because that's a healthy thing to do. I was taking a potassium supplement and also a magnesium supplement, and I was making sure to salt my foods with pink Himalayan salt. Now, I've been using pink Himalayan salt for like over a year, so that's nothing new to me. That's the salt that I use. So I was just making sure to really replenish my electrolytes, and I was eating greens and avocado and yeah, all that good stuff. So even though I was doing all that, I still was really tired. I was very bloated. I noticed this day that I was so bloated. I was almost like oh God, am I gaining weight? Because I'm supposed to be losing the water bloat like I did last time. Last time the water bloat came off like super, super fast in one day. Then again, this is only day 2, so I think I was just freaking out. Day 3, no changes, still fatigued, still bloated, still hungry, still tired. I am on a caloric deficit, but I didn't do a huge deficit at first. At first I did, I think 1,500 calories. That's what I was eating. I still have regular bowel movements by day 3, which is good because if you've ever tried keto before, you know, sometimes you can be irregular or too regular. I never had the effect of being with diarrhea, let's just say it. But yeah, I have had constipation the first time that I did it, and I've been regular so far. Day 4, I was still very tired, and I actually started to feel sick. I actually started to feel like I had a cold, like I had congestion. My throat was killing me. It was so sore. My ears were hurting, like my ear canals, like almost like an ear infection. I was feeling really, really sick to the point that I took cold medicine to see if it would help. It only helped, I want to say like 50% of the way. And then I still felt like crap. Still taking all my electrolytes, all of my supplements and everything like that, eating really good, eating really healthy. I felt just very lazy, but I did feel less hungry this day. I actually went a pretty long time. I think I intermittent fasted that day, and I think I didn't eat till like 2 p.m., whereas I had been starting to eat at maybe 8 or 9. That's good. I kind of like started to feel less hungry on day 4. Now day 5, I was still feeling sick, felt like I had a head cold still. I was very irritated, like very irritated and very fatigued. I also did start my period this day. So I don't remember what it's like to have a period on keto. I don't remember if I had my period the last time I was on keto. Sorry if this is TMI for you, but we got to talk about this, especially the girls. So I was feeling super irritated, and I actually felt really, really lightheaded. So I think that's the day we went grocery shopping. Yeah, this was Friday. We went grocery shopping, and when I was walking around, I was starting to feel really, really lightheaded. Like my eyes were just like, whoa, like I almost felt high, and I was like, maybe I have like low blood sugar. Is that what this is? Like I felt super, like I was floating, just like super dizzy. I couldn't really focus that well, and I really just felt high, like I took drugs or something, which I did not, but like I just felt really messed up. And it was just a lot of brain fog. I was kind of like stuttering, like couldn't make out sentences like correctly. I don't know. It was really, really weird, guys. We were in the line checking out, and I was like, babe, I just gotta eat something, I think. I didn't feel that hungry. I had already had a bulletproof coffee that day, but I just felt like I was like, I don't know, maybe I should have a snack and I'll feel better. So in the checkout lines, they have the beef jerky there. So I found a beef jerky with the lowest amount of carbs. I think it had 1 carb, it was 120 calories, and 11 grams of fat. Maybe like 8 protein, and I think it said less than 1 sugar, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna eat this. I still counted it in my macros and everything. As soon as I ate the beef jerky, I literally felt so much better. It was like a veil that was like lifted over my brain and my eyes and everything. I don't know, maybe it was just like the fat content that I needed for energy, or I don't know. It was really, really weird. That was like the worst day I've had, was day 5. And then I just ate that snack, and I just felt 100%, like no brain fog. I was like good to go. On top of it, energetic, not hungry after that. Actually, that one little beef jerky stick, which was probably like this long, it was like the little cylinder ones, that probably kept me full for like 4 hours, which is so weird for me because I normally eat so much more than that to be full for 4 hours. So yeah, that was a weird day, but I felt so much better after the snack. And then day 6 was Saturday. I was feeling really good in the morning. I like got up, I had my bulletproof coffee like I did every other morning, and I was just feeling great. Like I didn't film anything of these days. Sorry, I hope you don't mind, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna make these updates, but I was feeling amazing Saturday morning. I checked the scale because I was gonna wait an entire week. I was gonna check my weight today for the first time, and I just couldn't help it because I felt different. This was the day that I was like, my bloating is gone. I don't feel bloated. I feel different. I feel, I don't know, like something's different in my stomach, like something's different in the way I'm walking. Like I just feel something different. So I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna check my weight. It's been 5 days, like what's the worst that could happen? So I checked my weight and I ended up seeing 166 pounds, which for me is amazing because my starting weight was 173 pounds, which is like so embarrassing because I know that I was smaller than that and I just hate that I gained that weight, but it is what it is. Anyways, so in 5 days, I dropped 7 pounds exactly of water weight, which is amazing. But you just have to remember it's water weight, it's not fat, it's just water weight at this point. And I know that, so I'm not keeping my hopes up about anything. I'm not, you know, thinking I'm gonna lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks, okay? So 7 pounds in water weight, pretty good. Who wants to carry around water weight anyways? So that did make me very, very happy and very motivated. Now, Saturday was the day that I started to incorporate exercise back into my routine because I gave myself a break in the beginning of the week because I didn't want to pile on too many things onto my body and I like stress myself out. So on day 6, I did a little workout. Something I like to do when I don't feel like doing anything crazy is I just run up and down my stairs 10 times in a row. And sometimes I'll do some other workouts after, just like maybe some sit-ups, or I think that day I did up and down my stairs 10 times and then I did 100 jumping jacks, and that's what I did for the day. Sure, it's not an hour-long workout, but it's something, and I would rather be consistent than do this like 2-hour workout and be all proud of myself and then only do it once a week. You know, it's better to do a little something almost every day. So that's what I did that day. And then yesterday was Sunday, day 7, and I was feeling better than all the rest of the day. So Saturday, yes, I felt great. But yesterday I was like, I'm such a dork. I felt so amazing. And I did a fasted workout again. I ran up and down my stairs 10 times. I think I did 100 more jumping jacks, and I think I did some arm curls and some deadlifts with my dumbbells and a couple of squats. Nothing crazy, but I was like really like excited and motivated. I think I even danced a little bit in my room. As for today, day 8, I woke up feeling amazing. I actually didn't even need my bulletproof coffee when I woke up this morning. I just had some black coffee because I didn't want my bulletproof coffee because it has the fat in it, and I wasn't hungry, and I was like, oh, I just don't feel like having that fullness in my stomach right now. So I had black coffee. I always wake up at 6 a.m. during the week, and I didn't have a bulletproof coffee till 9 a.m. So I waited 3 hours, which is like insane for me because I always need like cream in my coffee ASAP so I don't get hungry, you know. I waited till 9, and I think my first meal of the day was 12:30. I believe 12:30 was my first meal of the day. I just had 2 eggs with some cheddar on it and a little bit of sausage crumbles in there. And normally for an everyday breakfast, I would have like avocado, maybe some bacon and some eggs. It really just varies to like whatever I'm feeling like. And I usually do 2 big meals a day with a hefty snack in the middle and 2 bulletproof coffees and like some sort of a low calorie, super low carb dessert. So that's usually what I do. If you guys want to see like grocery hauls or anything like that, let me know, or like what I eat in days. I don't know if I want to do what I eat in days. I think every time I try to do those, I forget what I'm doing, but I could just show you guys. I could just like have this vlog and like show you guys like a series of meals and not have it be all perfect like other YouTubers, because I'm just never gonna be a perfect YouTuber and like have things timed out all nicely because I have kids and I have a job and whatever. But maybe I can just take little clips of the meals that I'm eating, like good ideas, and just incorporate them into a video all together and just call it like keto meal ideas or something. And I could do like a keto grocery haul if you want. But yeah, so that's just what I've been doing. It's just like a lot of chicken thighs, salads, eggs, avocado, Brussels sprouts, you know, stuff like that. So I've really been enjoying myself because it's really so satiating. Like I'm so happy with the fact that I don't like go hungry. I don't feel like I'm starving. I'm still in a caloric deficit. I have changed my macros a little bit. I was doing like 1500 calories and now I'm doing 1400 calories because I realized that I don't need the whole 1500, and I do want to get off some weight first before I start eating at a maintenance level. But what I want to do is not be so strict like I was last time where it consumes my whole life. So during Monday through Friday, I'm going to count my macros. And I think on Saturday and Sunday, which are my 2 days off, I'm going to only count my carbs and not so much count all of my macros. And maybe you could call it like a refeed day or something like that. I just don't want to be counting my macros all through the week. And if it makes my weight loss a little bit slower, then so be it. I don't think I'll be overeating. Yesterday I didn't count and I don't feel like I overate. It's just like kind of being stress-free 1 to 2 days out of the week will be really nice, and then I'll just count my carbs just so I can make sure that I'm still keto and still eat high fat and all that. So, and yeah, I think that's all I wanted to update. Oh wait, let me tell you my final weight today. So I had taken my weight 5 days in, which was the 166. Today, I weighed myself to make sure that I was giving you guys an accurate weight of my current weight. So I started at 173, and today when I weighed myself, I was 167.8. So yes, it's not the 166, but that's probably because yesterday I kind of had like what I wanted without counting my macros. So we'll see. Maybe I will count my macros for most of the week. I'm gonna play with it a little bit, but I just don't want to have my life just be too obsessed over the numbers. Even though I do want to lose some weight, I don't want to have like every second of every day having to be like counting my stuff. And then when my husband and I make really fun football snacks, it's kind of like hard to record all that because it's like mixing a bunch of stuff together. Like buffalo chicken dip, we made it keto, but it's just kind of like hard to count all this stuff. But we'll see. I'm still playing around with it. I'm still in the early stages once again, and I will just keep you guys updated with what I'm doing and what I'm weighing and all that. I did take my measurements, but I probably won't do an update for that until like a month later. So stay tuned for that, and thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it like always, and please let's not be negative, and just remember that this is what I'm doing that works for me. And just do your research if you want to do something like this. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and so that you can be notified every time that I upload a video, and I will see you guys in the next one.